moving it on, but keeping it on the top three on this same thing. Give me your Bedford big three. So based on that same criteria, let me just run you by it again. So artistic integrity, so not some novelty bullshit. Chart success, a following and a fan base, known outside of Bedford, and toured at least the UK. Who would you say your big three is?
I was about to say me, but yeah, if we're talking serious. If we're talking serious.
By the way, just for anyone watching this, there's 12 people. So there's only, Cash Moolah, okay. Okay, but Brave Star, we're going to come to that in a minute. And I mean no disrespect to Cash, because I love him artistically and as a human being, but nowhere near Bedford's big three. Nowhere. Yeah.
Big three, I think.
Listen, 1 second, because people are asking questions, so I'm going to do the criteria one more time, just so you're clear. Chart success, toured at least the UK, known outside of Bedford, a fan base and artistic integrity. Cash ticks artistic integrity for me, definitely very high on the list. But the rest of those doesn't come close. So sorry, I can't.
I think currently, not that I listen to much of his music, but I know of him now. I keep hearing his name everywhere. Tom Grennan.
Tom Grennan's the obvious one for me. Right. Tom Grennan's right. So let's be silly and do a comparison. Tom Grennan is Drake. Tom Grennan is literally the equivalent of Drake. So just to give you some numbers, 466,000 Instagram followers, two top 10 hits.
Don't fuck with Tiz when it comes to stats, yeah? Remember that.
Yeah. So that's just
licking his lips.
All right, cool. So we're both agreed on number one, yeah?
Turno.
Someone else in the comments has said Turno. Okay, cool. So I'm going to give you some Turno numbers and that. So Turno, 83,000 followers, just come back from touring the US, tours all overseas, and has had charted many times, especially in like Beatport, which is a serious important chart because it's used by actual DJs. So Turno's like a massive chart success by any metric, and has also got songs with a recent tune with Dizzy, JME, and DEE, and I'll give you something that I'll prove that Turno definitely belongs in there. Oh, Craig Spoony, bruv, give me a minute. I'll come back to that one. Interesting, but chill. All right, 1 minute. But Turno, I think for me, Turno, you have to consider on all of those ones, definitely. But there is an argument that he might not break the top 10. For me, I'm going, he does. What do you reckon? Sorry, just hitting that leaf. Yes, big up Sneak Easy for Sheezy Up and Easy Believes We. Big up Dwayne says Cordeya, that's interesting. What do you reckon? You think Turno is Turno big three?
Yeah, 100%.
You think so?
So Turno and Tom Grennan at the minute.
I'm going to give you two more that absolutely smash all of the criteria and have a bigger following than Turno. Right? This is interesting. Alfie Templeman, 111,000 followers, has toured most of Europe, has touched like little odd dates across different continents and smashed all over the UK. I'll get to him. I'm going to get to that. I haven't got his charting figures in front of me.
What music does he do?
Give me 1 second and I will tell you. I'm just getting my notes up. Sorry, bear with me a second. Alfie Templeman is an English musician, multi-instrumentalist and producer. In 2016, he began recording demos at the age of 13. He's originally from Carlton in Bedford. He's 21. His genres are indie pop, disco pop, slacker rock, and bedroom pop. He's in terms of his. Give me 1 second.
And what Bedford pop did he say?
No, bedroom pop.
Okay.
He's had two studio albums. The most recent one released. He's got one due for release on the 7th of June. He dropped his debut album, Mellow Moon, on the 27th of May, 2022, which charted at number 31 in the UK album charts. And
so what is he? Did you say a producer?
He's indie. Yeah. He's an indie.
But what is he? Is he a singer? Is he a producer?
He's a singer. He's mainly a singer. But like if you look at Ed Sheeran on Wikipedia, he's listed as a singer, multi-instrumentist, blah blah blah. Wikipedia will list all of the things that you do. But no, to be right, Brave Star, good shout. I'd never heard of him. But I tell you who put me on. I had heard of him, but I'd heard of him through one place, Gareth Barber at Esquires, and that's because they've had him. But again, the metric is and look, okay, maybe you should question: is he how much of a fan base do you have in your town? But if that was the measure, then you'd put everybody on there. But we're talking about who's broke out of Bedford. And I think with those sort of numbers, I would consider him. And then there's one more. Do you know who the other one is?
No, but I know you're about to tell us.
No. Might not have the biggest followings, but Dots, Lock, and Zedo. Look, Onyx Events, I'm going to come to the rap a bit in a minute, and that's beautiful. Thank you for that, because that's going to wrap this up nicely, because we're going to get onto the rap bit in a minute. But the question is, if you're look, let's be real. As much as music is about talent and art and expression and all that, I do get it, but it's also the music business. And the measure of success in music is, are you able to combine A, talent, originality and all of those things, with B, to create this one thing that therefore means you are the all-round package and a professional. So yes, I totally get the whole underground and all of that, but if we're talking about big artists, you have to have something in place that says, you know, who's big. So the other one, I don't know if you've heard of these. I hadn't until last year, but they're massive. They've been around for a long time as well. They're called Don Brocco. You ever heard of them?
What does he or she do? Or they? Don Brocco, is that a band?
Yeah, Don Brocco are a British rock band formed in Bedford, England in 2008. The band consists of Rob Damiani, Simon Delaney, Tom Boyle, and Matt Donnelly. The band have released 4 studio albums, Priorities, Automatic, and Technology, and their most recent album, Amazing Things, was their first to reach #1 in the UK album chart. Now they're massive. They are, Luna.
Yeah, shout out Luna.
That is fucking huge. So if you're so what did we say? We said Alfie Templeman got to number 31 in the album charts. Yeah, we said that, right? So by comparison, Don Brocco have had a #1 album, a #5 album, a #6 album, and a #25 album. So I have to say, in terms of a big three, I wouldn't put Alfie Templeman in there. I'd put them in there. I'd go with them, Don Brocco, Tom Grennan, and I would go Turno, because I think Turno straddles a lot of different areas, and I'm really fortunate, actually. I'm backstage with Turno on Friday at game time at Outernet in Covent Garden, Tottenham Court Road. So he's bringing out like 9 guests. I know Cassie's Dead's there, but I don't know who the other 8 are, but I'm rolling to that. I'm DJing on Friday night, and it's straight from my gig. I'm rolling straight there. And he is not just a DJ. Like, he is and I'm a DJ as well. I understand the art of performing while you DJ. Anyone can turn up and play songs. Anybody. Anyone can fucking go, oh, that goes with that, or take requests, but it's a different breed to be able to perform and DJ at the same time. And for me, Turno is the fucking god of that. And also, the other thing I think that gives Turno an edge, or that would certainly put him in there for me above Alfie Templeman, if you went to a university halls of residence and grabbed 100 students, I reckon a similar number would know Alfie Templeman to Turno, but I think more would care about Turno. I don't know, I'm just guessing. A bit of that's from my experience. But the other thing as well, Turno dominates the genre. Turno literally dominates his genre. So I think for me, in summary, and it's up to you, I don't know whether you agree, but I would say Bedford's big three is unequivocally Tom Grennan,